peace, and blessings. So I shared that I have obtained most of my tarot deck collection, and I wanted to share with you 10 decks that I was really excited about seeing and being able to work with again. I'm going to start with this deck, the Angel Tarot cards. This was the first edition by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine. As you can see, this box has been through it because I've had this deck for so long. This was definitely one of my favorites. Hold on, oh, never mind, it's somewhere else. This was the deck that, I want to say this was my second actual tarot deck purchase. I wonder if I got these mixed up. I did have them mixed up because I know when I bought these, this was back when Hay House would gild the edges of their decks. That made them even more special. So I do have 2 copies of this deck because it probably came in, one of the Certified Angel Card Tarot Reader certification that I took. That course came with decks, and so I do have duplicates of certain decks. But yeah, so this is my OG deck because when I first started reading, I want to say in 2005, 2006, maybe. Somewhere around there, I bought the traditional Rider-Waite and I just could not with that deck. And that one is actually over there. I bought it on Craigslist and I was like, yeah, no. But then I bought Oracle cards, and I believe it was Doreen Virtue's Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, which is over there. Yes, I would just read with Oracle, and then I tried working with that, my Rider-Waite deck. And then when these cards came out in 2012 or something like that, I got these, and that's when I could better connect and relate to tarot. So yeah, this is a very special deck to me, and I love it dearly. It has been, it's definitely a found. Yeah, my box is all tore up, but yeah, this deck will always stay close to, and that's probably why I had these cards in the other box, because it would keep them safer. So number 1, Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue, Radleigh Valentine. I believe these are still available, just published under Radleigh Valentine since Doreen Virtue no longer is in this type of spiritual work anymore. So next up, I had to share that one first because I wonder if these have different publication dates. Hold on, let me see. Nope, okay. So that was deck 1. So I'll go ahead, since we're talking about Doreen Virtue, and share Mary, Queen of Angels. Now, I have not worked with this deck. In fact, I thought I had given it away. It was one of the decks that was right on top of a box that I opened, and there was something about this deck that just drew me to it, and I knew that I needed to work with it. And so, I'll be using the Mary, Queen of Angels deck. I don't know that I've used this before. Maybe I did. I think I did a reading for a churchy friend. But these cards are all about compassion and really embody the energy of Mother Mary, which is something that really speaks to me, because she often comes in when I'm doing healing work. So this is all about compassion, nurturing, protection, and I'm really excited to dive in to explore what this particular deck has for me. I can't say too much about it, and again, Gilded Edges. I miss the Gilded Edges days from Hay House. I don't know, there's just something about the edges being gilded that just makes the deck feel a little more special. I know it's going to rub off after use, but still, it's just, you know. So yeah, that's the Mary Queen of Angels 44 card deck. A beautiful, safe, and respectful way to connect with Mother Mary's loving wisdom. Definitely love this. Next up, the Light Seers. I did buy the pocket edition of this deck sometime earlier this year, I believe, because I missed this deck so much. This is one of the, I want to say when the Light Seers, the original and indie version came out, I want to say it was on Kickstarter and I did not get it. To this day, I still regret not getting the indie version that had the thick cardstock. I believe it had like the green core. It was just, it's so beautiful. And one of the things that I loved most about that was the original 10 of Swords showed this woman with scars on her back. And Chrisanne changed it because people were getting on her about it, looking at it the wrong way. But when I saw the original artwork, that spoke to me so deeply because I have experienced domestic violence and abuse. So like, it was just beautiful. The card is still beautiful here. That's the 10 of Swords. But the other card, you could see like where she had like scars and things on her back, which I can see how people would take that, to mean something that it wasn't. It was to show like those wounds were healing, which I thought was very beautiful because, all right, Swords is mental, it's intellect. A lot of times people can't see the emotional scars that we have or the ways in which we've been wounded emotionally. So seeing that physically upon her, knowing that at some point they would heal and she's walking into a bright future. But anyway, so yeah, but my OG Light Seers deck, I use this deck a lot. My edges are all worn, but this is one of my favorite decks for sure. Absolutely beautiful cards. I was thinking to like check eBay to see if I could find someone that might be possibly selling their indie deck, but I said this year I was not going to purchase any decks because I got hundreds of them literally at my fingertips. Next deck that I have to share is the Shaman Tarot. I believe this is a low Scarabo deck. Oh, my feather. I keep a feather in there with it. Yeah, I really love this deck. I think I found this at a local metaphysical shop, and because of my spiritual beliefs, this felt really aligned for me, and I had to go ahead and get it. The cards are really beautiful, and they're upside down. Some of them are. They're all mixed up, I think. Let me see. They are. But yeah, so yeah, because that's the world, transformation, rebirth, always. So yeah, Shaman Tarot. I'm trying to get them all like in some kind of, I have not read with this deck in so long. So you can see there's crystals, there's bows, there's, I think, drums, and where's the other suit? That's the Magician. The Empress. I think Bones maybe was the other one. Let me see. I don't remember because I haven't read with it in forever. Yeah, I was right. Drums, bows, bones, and stones. So that is the Shaman Tarot. Again, another deck that I'm really excited to work with again. So then we have the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle by Judy Hall, another of my absolute favorites. I love crystal decks, and this one, I want to say it was my second. My first crystal deck was the Crystal Ally cards, and I absolutely love those. Those I've had with me. They are in my forever pile, so I had those with me. I did not put those in storage. So just a few of the cards: Aquamarine, Trigonic Quartz, I have a piece of that. Moldavite. So the cards are really simple. The book is super powerful. Like when you read the meanings of the cards, it's, yeah, very powerful and transformative. This is why this is my favorite deck. So it gives information on self-understanding, then divination, a healing insight, and then it breaks down its frequency, the chakra associated with it, timing, as well as soul path. And oh, look, there's my favorite labradorite. I'm wearing some right now. I always have lots of labradorite. It's literally my favorite crystal. And once I started working with it and realizing what it can do, like I no longer really buy crystals because labradorite does damn near everything. It's my favorite crystal. It's also known as Shaman stone. So that is the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. I have not used this in so long. Oh my gosh. And this is a deck that I would use a lot in my healing sessions with people, or just really needing to divine, like, okay, what do they need to focus on healing? That's right here. Since we're talking about healing, these two are my favorite creations. These are the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards and the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, both by Tori Hartman. Love, love, love these decks. I don't even know how I came across these, but I'm so grateful that I did. I wonder if my favorite card is at the top. Let me see. Nope, I want to find it for you because it's one that sticks in my mind all the time. Oh, it's not there. I have a lot of chakra decks or chakra based decks because I've been working with chakra systems. My spiritual healing path journey started with my yoga teacher gifting me a amethyst crystal and taught me how to meditate, and that was absolutely life-changing. And through there I began to learn about chakras. So her giving me the crystal, I learned about the third eye chakra, and then that just sparked this whole beautiful thing. So yeah, so this deck is really beautiful. I took a class with Tori Hartman to learn more about the decks that she created, and they're just phenomenal. The information that comes up in readings from these cards, it goes so much beyond surface level. So yeah, this is the chakra. I've missed this deck. Oh my gosh, I've missed this so much. And they work really well together. So in the guidebook, everything's broken down by color, and then that tells you what it resonates with. They're kind of like suits, and then it gives information on the cards as well. Yes, I can't wait to work with these cards again. I was actually thinking about using these two as my major key cards for this month, but I haven't yet decided. So love, love, love this deck. And then we have Tori Hartman's Chakra Wisdom Tarot. These I put in a lot of use for as well. So you can see again, they're colored according to the chakras. And the artwork I think is awesome. It's not a very diverse deck, but I love the color and the way it's kind of fantastical. And knowing the like chakra association, it just adds a deeper, more depth, additional layering to the cards. So in the guidebook, each card has like a title, like Knight of Cups is the card of an unanticipated offer. There's a chakra message and an indication, keywords, reverse keywords, a meditation, and then kind of like a contemplation, which is something that you can meditate on, journal about. And then like, yeah, this book right here is, I've taken so many notes in this guidebook. I think I am going to work with this deck. It's been, and look at the back of the cards. It just draws you in. It's like a portal in and of itself. So love this deck too. That is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. I want to go back through the courses that I took with these. I hope I still have access to them. I have no clue because it's been years. But yeah, I really love these two together. Next up is the Art of Love Tarot. I particularly am drawn to love theme decks. I have several, which makes a lot of sense. Oh, look what was right on the top. Acceptance. So this deck is by Denise Jarvet, and the artwork is by Tony Carmine Salerno, who I have other decks that they've created the artwork on. The art on these decks really speak to me. Like, I love that. Look at the Three of Trees. Like, there's so much in the card that I see just looking at the different lines, the patterning, the movement. This is the Three of Angels. Seven of Trees. These cards are kind of big, so they're a little hard to hold. There's the Lover's card. I'm trying to see if I can find another. And there's the Magician. And the back of the cards. I probably will try to do some reviews on some of these decks, but I really need to work with them again because I wouldn't have a whole lot to say. Outside of the fact that they're my favorite. And so there's quite a bit of information. And look, and we open back to acceptance. Everything you feel comes from within you. All is sacred, and at the heart of all experience is love. And that is so true, which I'm really excited because, like I said, I'm diving back into just really focusing on tarot for love, healing, and relationships. And I'll still have like my courses and websites and other things, but I really want to focus on reading again because I've missed that so much. Okay. The other deck that I'm excited about is Carolyn Miss's Archetype Cards. I was doing, I think we were in like an ancestral workshop or something, and someone was sharing how they use this card to like get more information on their ancestors. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want my deck so I can do that too. And so that's why I'm really excited about this, because when I've worked with this in the past to like figure out who a person is, like these cards are spot on. So there's 80 cards, and like that one says addict. They all have light and shadow attributes. So there's like child eternal. There is mother. So this is would actually also be really good king, be good for shadow work and so many different things. Yeah, so that is the archetype cards. really been, oh, these would look so nice with a red border. I haven't edged a deck in a while, so I don't know. Maybe I will get back into customizing my cards again. Okay. Now, this deck I saved for last because it is one that I absolutely treasure. I've used it so much that all the wording has rubbed off. But this is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot by, I want to say, Raven Phelan. I believe Raven has a miniature version of this, and I think now there is an oracle companion, or like she created an oracle based off of this, and I would like that oracle deck now that I'm thinking of it. But I said I wasn't gonna get any decks, so there's the back of the cards. I've put these to some pretty good use as well. I really love working with this deck. This is one where you just have to immerse yourself in it to really understand. So it has kind of like, it has additional cards in the majors. Some people say it's more of an oracle than a tarot deck, but there is so much information on the cards. So that's like one of the majors, perception. And then you've got those pages, those pages, those pages. Oh, is it really that many, or did I skip? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot of information in the guidebook. This is what the guidebook for the minors look like. This is a deck that I was really wanted to work with more, to like study it and really understand it deeper, because again, there's so much information, and just understanding the art and the symbolism that the author put into these cards. This is definitely one of my forever decks. I really, really appreciate working with it. And I was so tempted to buy the miniature version, but I held off, and I'm proud of myself. So that was deck number 10 that I'm excited about, which is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot by Raven Phelan. And I cannot wait to dive into my cards again. There's more that I would love to share, but I said I was just going to keep it to 10. Very proud of myself for being able to do that. And maybe I'll do a video where I share some decks that like I could do without, possibly. I don't know. We will see. Right now, I'm trying to figure out storage. I was going to put them on the bookshelves, but I have also a ton of books. So I had to actually take some decks off of the shelf to make space for my books. And the shelving units that I had, I don't think all my decks are going to fit on there. So I've got to figure something out as far as storage, but I think I will just use the shelving units and stack my decks until I can expand my storage situation. I'm so grateful to have my cards back. I feel more like myself, like, because there was always part of my awareness that was like, okay, I need my things. Because not only did I have cards in there, I had other tools for my healing space. Chakra healing things, my crystals, candles, oils, and things that I've created. So I have to go through all of that stuff and find a home for it, release what is no longer needed, what's no longer of use. It's a whole process, but one that I am so grateful for, so grateful for. So yeah, my 2024 tarot I guess goals are just to reconnect with my collection and get back into the habit of reading for myself and for others again. So I love you, and I will see you next time. Peace.